Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 3 of our Aserai playthrough. This part we're going to be focusing mainly on getting our troops up to 100 in number so we can start joining the bigger armies and starting to farm some resources that way. That's a great way of getting money and equipment. We're also going to be focusing on joining the Aserai as a vassal and starting to build up our relationships with them. So starting off, if you have missed part 1 and part 2 sorry, I can't get my words out. If you've missed part 1 and part 2 of this series, they're linked in the description. And with that said, we'll crack on. So we left up in Quazira last time. We've got a tournament to do, so we'll do that quickly. I'll attempt to do it quickly anyway. We've had a decent run on the tournaments. The Azerai ones are not too bad. These group fights are always a bit sketchy. At this point, I'm going to focus on just surviving long enough for 2 other teams to be taken out. Right, the yellows are done. Greens are done, so we will progress to the next round. This is bad. Oh no, we're saved. Kicks for the win. Last guy. Whew. That was a bit intense. But like I was saying, the Aserai tournaments, most of the rounds tend to be quite easy. If you're in this situation where you've got 2 of them thrown at you, just walk backwards and walk forwards. Backwards. Forwards. And just make them waste all their throwing weapons, and then while they're fighting, we'll just pick these up. Skadoosh. How'd that miss? Gotcha. Mind your toes. Mind your toes. Mind your face. Death to a kick. Right. Duo. Hate duos. Oh, I missed him. Missed him again. I'm 100% not warmed up for this yet. This is bad. This is real bad. I'm going to call BS on that miss. Come here. The thing is, there's no sort of team thing here. If I can't beat both of these guys, I'm going down. Both of them are super low. The throwing guy's taken 2 javelins. He's practically dead. Yep. I'm dead here. No, I'm not. Oh, I didn't think I was going to get away then. I can beat this guy because I've got a spear. So my sword, my spear will always reach him before his sword reaches me. So as long as I don't mess anything up, we should be okay. Might start aiming for his feet, see if I can sneak a shot in. Part of me's tempted to dismount and see if I can pick up some of these throwing weapons, but that could be a bad idea. Yeah, that's not going to help you. When you blocked to the point that your shield broke. Kill the horse? That could work. Sorry, horsey. Problem is, if I go for the horse and he goes up top, I could take a hit, and that would be me done. If I went on foot, I could grab that shield. How's this horse still alive? Oh my god, this just makes these rounds so boring. There we go. Right, the main reason for me doing that was to make sure that he can't catch up with me. He's probably going to run for another horse in a minute. Oh, he picked up... Oh, god damn it. The AI is smarter than we thought, boys. He's going to jump on that. I thought he would. So the very thing that I wanted to do, he's done. Oh, I'm behind him. This could work. No. Alright, I'm running out of ideas here. I think all the other weapons from the other people have despawned. The thing is, I'm pretty sure he's only got like 10 to 15 hit points left. It sucks that it's come to this, but I can't leave any horses for him to get back on. Oh, you absolute... I thought he had more time. I mean, we still get the prize because it was one of our... Now, Johnny's one of ours, isn't he? Yeah, so we still got the... we should have still got the pauldrons. Yeah, we did. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I hate those sort of horseback tournaments when it comes to that 2v1. Just, you can't break them, you can't break their guard with the spear. I could have gone to sword and tried to do a delay attack, so you hold the attack until they drop their guard and then tuck in, but that probably wouldn't have worked anyway. He only needed one hit to put me down, so it's just a bad spot to be in. If I'd have managed to kill that horse, I would have gone around and killed the other horses, and then probably just charged him down and kept running him over until he died. And that was probably the best strategy for making sure that worked. Right. Actually, we need troops. So, we can actually have 60 odd people now. We can have 63. So we're going to split it evenly. 21 infantry. Well, yeah, 21 infantry, 21 archers. Actually, this is kind of a point of contention for me. So my plan here is to build an army, join an existing army, or defend castles in order to build my reputation enough to get the Aserai to like me. I've always found in that situation, your horsemen always die. Like, they're always the first people that I lose as my horsemen. So I'm tempted just to split this 50-50 infantry archers. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to have any horsemen, because that just means losing troops. And they're difficult to replace as well. A horseman, once it gets to the sort of top tiers of their ranks, they have to... You have to purchase a heavy horse, which even if you go and get the steppy hunters, which are probably the cheapest ones to get, they're still about 700 dinars a piece. So it's expensive to keep the horsemen leveling up and to the top end, and then you can lose one to a peasant in auto-resolve. So I think... Or if you're defending a castle, you could lose one on the walls to an archer. You've got no control over that. So I think the best thing I can do is just 50-50 split it for infantry archers and then go from there. But to do that, I'm obviously going to need more troops. So I'll ransom the prisoners that we've got. What's the food situation like? 38 days. We're good. We'll run around and grab some infantry. We're going to need some more horses as well. Otherwise, we won't be fast enough to catch any bandit parties to do any kind of leveling up. If we see any hideouts on the way, we'll hit the hideouts as well. No, sorry, don't want a horseman. So it seems okay when you get them out off the castle villages with a horse, but then requiring a heavy horse to upgrade them just makes them really expensive. I haven't got the money at the minute. Maybe later on, when we've got a couple of fiefs behind us, feeding us money, that'll be good. One of the things I'm waiting for as well is I want the Aserai to lose a town. So one of the best things to do, especially if you're the same culture as the culture that you joined, is obviously all of their towns are already owned by somebody. If you've got a high enough reputation, when one of their towns falls, join them, because what happens normally is when you join a faction as a vassal for the first time, whatever town or castle is captured next, that's the one that they will have the best opportunity of you being given. So that's where you jump in and say, oh yeah, I want it. So wait for one of the towns to be captured, then join them, then liberate said town, and then once said town's been liberated, it will be offered to you as your vassal. I'll pay 3,000. 25 more, 4,000. That's fine. Doesn't leave us with an abundance of money, but it still leaves us with money. Once we start doing battles, the money will just start piling in. We're going to use a split strategy when it comes to fighting. So because we're using just infantry and archers, what we'll do is split those into 2 groups of infantry, 2 groups of archers. That way, what we do is we kind of create our own little... what would you call it? Our own little kill box was the word I was looking for. So whoever goes in there is going to get decimated, either by the archers or by the infantry. I tend to use my infantry more as a hold the line, hold the shield wall kind of thing while the archers do what the archers do. I don't tend to rely overly on my infantry doing damage. I'll tell you what we could do, actually, thinking about it, is we could go for... Hang on, let me just check the Khazait's troop tree. Yeah, so what we can do is we will do, because we've got the 60 split, we will do 20 infantry, 20 Mamluk Axemen, or Palace Guards, whatever you want to call them, as our shock infantry, and then 20 archers. That means our shield walls will have a backup line of axemen, which is really good for chopping people down. I learnt that during my Sturgian playthrough, when I did the infantry-only Sturgia. Unfortunately, I didn't record that for this channel. I wish I had it done. I did record it, it is recorded, but there's no voiceover of me explaining what I'm doing. And I'll be honest with you, some of it was incredibly boring as well. Because I'd restricted myself to only Sturgian troops and only infantry, I was forever having to run back in the early stages to refill on troops because my troops kept dying. And I had no way of refilling them. So that was really annoying. Right, we're getting close to our cap here. 5.5 still a really respectable movement speed. We'll do the tournament here. See, we should really check if they've got troops first. Yep. We'll have a crack at the tournament here. There's large armies. There's large armies assembling, so I'm assuming these guys are at war with somebody at the moment. You'll also notice I'm not spending any money on gear, really. Reason being, through doing hideouts, tournaments, and battles, you should generate enough gear for it to not really be a problem. I've got a horse coming in behind me, so I need to be careful. And then the rest of this fight's kind of out our hands, because we're not mounted. We've got no throwing weapons, apart from what we can salvage. Missed him. There's another one. Not seeing any more. Come on, throw it. Throw it. Good lad. Bullseye. Oh, can't get that one. Oh, spear. Now that is what we need. Come on, fella. Charge me. Here we go. Oh, for God's sake. Just missed his head. That would have been a beautiful shot if that had connected. Let's go for this horse. Round 2. Ow. My trick didn't work. My trick didn't work. Nice try. Did I bet there? I did not. At this point, the betting earnings are pretty slim. Oh, we got my brother on the other team. He beat me last time. Ta-da! On your chin. And again. Oh, I missed your head that time, my bad. Okay, so we got another helmet. It's not as good as mine. It's as good as his. It's better than his. Job's a good one. Oh. I'm clicking all over the place. I'm going to head down this back way here because there's usually some desert bandit hideouts. Right on cue. But to be fair, that didn't pop up saying I'd found it, so I think I'd already found that one. I'm not going to do it right now, though. I'm going to wait until I've got some infantry. What I'm looking for is the looters. I don't want to fight the desert bandits. One, because some of them move faster than I do, so I'll just be chasing them around forevermore. 5-2 versus 5-4. And 2, they'll have cavalry. And the recruits for the Aserai, as I've said many times, are shockingly bad. So I don't want to be pitting these recruits against cavalry because they'll just get torn to pieces and I'll have to run around recruiting again. So we will chase down any group of looters we see.
You got a problem?
Send the troops in. It's cool. 13 of 47 are ready for level up. And then once we've got a huge chunk ready for level up, we'll start working on the next stage. And then once we've got a whole army of decent men, half decent men,
You got a problem?
we'll take the vassalage. Don't quit. Damn it. We'll take the vassalage and join some fights, defend some castles, and make some serious money. And then we'll start, hopefully, helping the Aserai push out the Empire. When it comes to such as the Valandians and things like that, I'm not going to push out against the Valandians. I won't help them with that. If there's battles to be had and there's nothing else going on, I'll take it. But if there's a choice between pushing against the Empire and pushing against the Valandians or Battanians and whoever else is going to come from that western sort of area, I'm not interested in pursuing that. Because I'm interested in taking out the Empire as quickly as possible. Ooh, there we go.
Back off.
I'm going to check some of these towns as well, because if some of these quests are like Army of Poachers or Army of Deserters, that could be good. Needs tools, herd. I'll take the needs tools one. 3. That's fine. He needs tools as well. Right, so I'm going to hazard a guess that they're both going to need 3. So if I go here and buy 6, we can probably get 2 quests on quite quickly. And that's just a little bit of renown to be had. Alright, let's go again. Got a feeling this is going to be another horse-heavy one. Come here, good. How did that... There we go. I'm not entirely sure how that went through him and hit his horse. There we go. I'm getting warmed up now. Job is a good one. Let's go. I don't think we really need these bronze shoulder pads either. I think everybody's already wearing them. Or better. Might keep them, because when the army's finished I'll pick up those other 2 companions. Because then we'll have the funds to do that. It's a palace guard, isn't it? Yeah, I think they're the only ones to get those crazy... Oh no, the Mamluk cavalry get them as well. The horse archer guys, I think they get those helmets. So same as usual, just walk forward until you see them release it, and then take a step to the side and they'll miss. Boom, headshot. Oof. It's hardly worth doing these events now, because the money I'm earning from them is so poor. I might start checking the prizes beforehand, and if the prize is no good, just not bothering. Anyway, trade. Smith is the wrong thing to go into. We're on a smithing ban. For those who are curious about the smithing ban and why I don't do smithing on my playthroughs, the reason I don't do smithing is I find that doing the smithing exploit and just power crafting 2-handed swords for a few hours, it leaves you in a position where you have so much money, it kind of makes huge parts of the game pointless. So having to worry about getting into your next fight, having to worry about being able to pay for new men, pay your wages, buy food, get fiefs and get your fiefs actually... fiefs, and getting your fiefs to a point where they're making money so you can fund your army. All of that becomes completely trivial because you're earning so much. So instead, I prefer to go on a smithing ban, because then all those things actually mean something. Oh, he only needs 2. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. This is just my own personal experience. But I've had issues before where I have actually been riding around with like 50 sets of tools in my bag just in case somebody had a gather tools task. And I always find that when I've got them, I never get the quests. The villagers never have the quests for gathering tools. So I don't know if the game tracks if you're holding a large number of tools in your inventory, and if you are, they just won't give you those quests. Which would make sense, because it would make it easier to sort of farm renown. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you've experienced the same thing. Same as when I've got a whole bunch of prisoners. Like, I can be carrying a whole train full of prisoners, and I won't get the needs manual labourers or needs gang recruits quests. They just don't appear. I have noticed as well an increase in the number of... when you find a hideout, I didn't mean to press attack on that one. When I've been near a hideout and I've been going around to try and find the help with brigands, associates have been kidnapped by bounty hunters, and the hideout near such and such quests, I can never find them. It's like they've changed it so it doesn't do that anymore. I can on occasion find one of the three, but I've done a Sturgeon playthrough, this is the Aserai playthrough, and I've got another playthrough going on at the moment for the Imperials. And in all three of those, I have never once seen those three quests appearing next to each other like they used to. All I'm doing here is breaking up the group. Trying to get some of them focused on me. So then the recruits can take them out. I still lost one. Oh well, 36 out of 45 is not a bad shout. We're willing to visit the village to refill though. Oh, I think my steward's gone up some more. Put the last point in there just because we want to get our army as big as we can, as quick as we can. We'll head to the nearest city and check our food variation. Make sure we're still getting our bonuses. We're only getting a +1, which means we're probably almost running on probably 3 types of food at the minute, which is not good. Even worse. Why have we got so much clay? We'll get rid of the tools. Pop them up to 10. And then we'll put grain and fish up to 25. Take all of the grapes. Take all of the olives. All of the date fruits. Get the rest of that cheese actually because there's no butter. I'll do for now. Beer, we got 10. How long is that going to last us? 30 days, that's fine. Don't want to sell our horses. We can sell all that. We can sell all of that. Leave. We're just scouting around now looking for groups of looters. I don't want to go into Khuzait lands because we'll start getting into groups of steppy bandits. Or steppe bandits, whatever you want to call them. And I just don't want to run that simply because they're all mounted and it causes problems. This should be a nice, quick and easy Imperial Tournament. Same tactic as before. Kick, overhand, delayed attack from the right hand side. So kick, overhand, delayed attack. For the most part works, especially when your one-handed skill gets quite high. Because you will, just in those 2 hits... I'm gonna help these guys out. There we go. Did I kill all of them there? It felt like I killed all of them. Yeah, when your one-handed skill's really high, that little combo is enough to put down most people. Just speeding through this. The gauntlets, I think, will be good for us. Yes. Oh, he's got the same as me. He's got worse. There we go. Leave. Ooh, Regea. We can talk to her about Nezra's Folly. I don't know how far we are to completing that quest now, but we must be pretty far. I'll come to some areas where I usually find forest bandits. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm still looking for looters. Forest bandits, if we had shield infantry, would be a breeze, but we don't. These recruits will fall very quickly to arrows. So, let's not do that. That was a bad idea on my part. We're looking for... mountain bandits would be okay. Or looters. There's usually a lot of them in these woods around here. He says, oh, as we find none. There we go, that is a nice bunch of looters right there. Are you kidding me? This is why you've got other laws doing the same thing. Okay, we're only 4 away from maxing out what we've got already. Oh, here we go. That should be enough.
Mess with us.
Wasn't enough. Need another 2. Mountain bandits throw spears, so taking non-shielded infantry in there would be a bad idea, and I don't have enough companions. So we'll just tag that and leave it for later. We could probably do it, but the losses would be significant.
You best back off. There's...
Right, I'm going to play this one myself, because if there's a cavalry or some of the guys that throw the spears, there is a cavalry. I didn't bring my spear because I'm special. I'll try and take care of him before he starts interfering with anything. So yeah, here we go. Look, we've got a couple of spear throwers in here. So those brigands are the ones with the spears. Right, they're engaged now, so that should be fine. Come on, buddy. Fight me. What are you doing? Ah. Only one got away though, that's fine. We'll take our prisoners, we will upgrade our recruits. So we need... Alright, let's do some math. So we need 8 of them to be these guys. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8 to fill up the archers. Then we need 10 of them to be infantry. So that's another 5, 10. Stick an extra 5 in there just in case. And then put the rest into soldiers. That's fine. That should be fine. I'm not upgrading you guys yet. But now we can take on groups of mountain bandits, forest bandits, whatever we want, because now we've got shields, which is the important thing we were missing before.
You got a problem?
We actually lost a tribesman. That is just... I don't even know what to do about that. That's just daft. Against an army of 64 against some looters. And we still lose somebody. That's mad. I think I might have to start fighting these manually. Just to make sure we're not getting ripped off from the losses. Because that was a bit of a ripper, that one. And these kind of rounds, just be very aware of where the horses are. Oh, that spear disappeared. I needed that. Oh, crap. Get on the horse. Thank you. Jesus, wept. I think we're already around to the next round anyway, because we've... Okay. Do you drop your spear? No. No spear. Come on then, buddy. Let's fight it out. GG's. Did anybody drop a spear? No. Don't die, buddy. I'm coming. You're welcome. So I'm immediately putting away my sword because we need to... Ow. This guy's annoying. That's out. That's us out. Yeah. That was unfortunate. Oh, sorry. I need to get rid of my prisoners. Prisoner sale. Oh, you're not Azerai. Can't use you.
Under my command! Infantry! Forward! Make a shield wall! Archer, hold fire!
Buddy, that is my horse. When you're quite finished.
Infantry, charge!
No losses. I mean, everyone's getting a couple of XP per day anyway. Just on the grounds of being in my group. So that's not too bad. Don't get involved. No, I don't want to trade. I want to sell my prisoners. Minus 10% food consumption. Your party welcomes part of any army. And then 20% production rate to owned workshops. Definitely that one. We'll pick our intellect up in line with our... Do we need to? I don't really think we need to. Do we need to? I don't think we do. Because by the time you're about here and your party size is X amount, your party size becomes less of an issue because you have so many clans and so many like groups to pull on to pull armies together that the extra 20-30 men that you can put in doesn't really mean anything. Medicine means something, absolutely. So we definitely need to up that by another point. And then I'd probably go with... Polearm. No, where's this point go? You know what, we are going to put it in intellect. We are going to put it in there. Or just more than anything, lack of a better place to put it. Let's head back towards the Aserai land, see if we can pick up some large groups of looters on the way. I've got a scout signed, haven't I? Nobody's signed. I'm a genius. Oh, look at that. We can now see looters from further away. I really thought I already had him assigned. That was a massive oversight on my part.
You best back.
I feel a little bit silly now. Alright, Vostrom's got a tournament going on. What is our... So we are 2. 3's going to be 350. That's a lot of renown. I'm not going to get that from fighting looters. That's going to come from wars. Tell you what we will do after this fight. We will round up our other 2 companions. Ouch.
Your skull.
One thing about tournaments as well is you'll notice that my brother ends up in most of the tournaments that I'm in and makes it to the end. So it's increased melee damage against mounted troops. What we currently got? Decreased taken melee attack damage. Yeah, we'll do that one. Why not? As your group expands and as your companions and family get more experienced in combat, you'll find that when you go into a city to do a tournament, a large number of your family will be in that tournament. Which then makes it more difficult, because they're good fighters. So we need the Aserai, and we need the Wanderers. Got a new one. Swordsman, so he's got good athletics, good one-handed, good polearm. So he would be good for leading our infantry. The Leopardess, good trading, roguery. Outside of that, not a lot. Don't know what that one does. Already works for us, good scout. And the Spice Vendor, good trading, good crossbow. A good crossbow could indicate that she's got points in control. We're going to have to take them all anyway. But I reckon we should go with Swordsman first. Because we're not exactly rolling in money right now. Just come from this direction. So I can't afford to book a gift horse in the mouth, as it were. But we'll pick him up first to lead our infantry. Just because he'll have points in their swing speed, their shield strength, their shield ability to block arrows. You know, he'll have quite a few tricks that he can apply to our troops that will be beneficial to us in the long run.
We're just harmless.
Oh, cool. Don't want any of them, but thanks. Our guys do have swords and shields, so you, and then fill the rest with these guys. The reason I'm taking the soldiers and not the tribesmen, the soldiers have large shields, the tribesmen don't, they have little bucklers. So when they're throwing javelins at us, these guys are going to be able to stop them effectively. These guys will probably get murdered. So that's the logic behind who I'm taking with me and why. F8 for shield wall. I was wrong. This gentleman does not have a shield. Well, it was nice knowing you, pal. That's a brigand over there. They're just hillmen. They can take those out. It's part of the point here is I'm trying to get these guys trained up at the same time. Oh, there was another brigand that I missed. My bad. I'm going to run straight past the hillman and go for the brigand. The point here is I'm just trying to reduce the amount of javelins that are heading towards my men. Because like I say, I brought them here to train them, and 2 of them are already leveled up. So, leveled up? That's probably not the right thing to say. No, it's another hillman. I don't want to kill him. See what I mean about those spears? The guy without a shield did go down. Thankfully, he's just unconscious. Do I fight the duel? Yeah, I'm risking too much here. If I don't fight the duel, I'm risking my guys getting hurt and losing all the progress we've made on getting them sort of leveled up. So 6 of the 7 that we brought with us are now in a position to be upgraded. We're not upgrading them yet, simply because there are only shield troops. And once we upgrade them to the Axemen, they lose their shields. And they're our best shield troop at the moment. Wait, have I messed this up? How many of these have we got? 24. 22. I've messed this up. These guys need to become infantry. Tribesmen. They were supposed to go down. Oh, damn it. I'm supposed to have more in here, not in here, because these guys are the ones that are going to become the archers and the infantry. These guys are just going to become the axemen. So they only should have been 20 in here. Oh, I messed it up. Oh well. I suppose we can run with 14 archers and 20 infantry for now. Ooh, some nice loot. So continue heading towards Maranath. We'll fight any groups of looters we find along the way. This could be interesting.
We're just armless shepherds.
So what we got? 2 cavalry, 1 infantry. So I'll remember this time to actually equip my spear that I sold. Oh god. Oops. I have made a few mistakes tonight. Fine. Do I just send troops? No, I'm not just sending troops. We'll lose.
On my orders!
Alright, so let's think about this. We're now in survival mode, so
Move!
down at the bottom,
Shields up! Arrows!
spread these guys out. And then
Mounted archer sergeants in charge! Horse archers! Pull back! Yeah!
it doesn't look like there's any brigands in there, so that's fine. That's 1 highwayman down.
Infantry! Soldiers! Loose formation! Archer, hold fire! Infantry! Charge! Mounted attack!
Top job. We only lost 1 guy. So all of those are now due to be upgraded to Axeman. That sucks. I'll leave us 22 of those guys fighting. You take on smaller groups. Yeah, so let's do it. Let's upgrade them. Because now we can put a differentiator on the troops. So I can put a filter that says, give me the lowest ranked troops, which will then isolate these guys as a group of 22, and we can make them fight on their own. Just until we get that last 6 people. So like little groups like this would be good. Just 3 infantry, just 5 infantry. But I'll show you how that works now. We are vastly running out of time. I'm carrying too many prisoners, they're slowing me down. So like I was saying, if you open up a new group, infantry group, click on this little plus, you go down to the bottom, give preference to troops at the lowest tiers. And then we had 22, didn't we? 20, 21, 22. So now if we select that group 3, that should be all the tribesmen. And then all the axemen should be left in this group here. So if we look, yep, they're all our axemen. And they're all our tribesmen, which is good.
Infantry!
Not our infantry.
Kill them all!
So eventually we'll have 20 shield infantry being backed up by 20 of these guys. Now when I did this with the Sturgian spearmen and Sturgian line breakers, it worked so well.
Arch 'em, hold arrows! Yes!
Alright, so that's given us half of what we needed. I'm probably going to run this video for 10 minutes over normal, just so we can get the split done. And also, I can pick up this guy from Maranath. Which, knowing Marlek, we're going to get there and he's not going to be there anymore. Let's pick up one of these groups of looters here.
Mess with us and we'll sell our...
On my orders! Infantry! Forward!
Oh, I thought I saw 2 cavalry. I'm sure on the world map. Oh, yeah, there, look. I can see one. So why is he not showing up? That's weird. I'm getting bricked up.
Arch 'em, hold fire!
Right, I think that's everybody that's really dangerous dead.
Infantry, charge!
Send the tribesmen in. They should be able to deal with what's left, and it should overall give us enough to get them all upgraded. Sweet. Yes, everyone's ready for upgrade now. So, what we should be doing is going 1, 2, and then the rest of them are all going to become Aserai footmen. Correct? Heavy Horseman's Mace. Oh, they all get Heavy Horseman's Maces. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. They'll do well against armor. And then they go to Infantry, and then Veteran Infantry, some of which we've seen in the tournaments. They're fairly okay, to be fair. They're not as good as the Imperial Legionnaires or the Valadian Sergeants, but they can hold their own. So yeah, we'll make the rest footmen. And then we've got our Infantry and Archer classes there. So that's fine. So we've got in total 14 Archers, 23 Axemen, 20 Footmen. So if anything, we just need a few more Archers. But then our steward's gone up as well. We can now have 97 guys, which is whereabouts where we wanted it. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the progress we've made. Let's just get to Marinath and pick up our guy that's going to be leading the infantry for a start. And then we'll call it a day there. And then tomorrow we will finish up putting those troops together as a 97. We'll finish up topping them up. With an army like this now, it's just a case of getting these guys through the ranks up to tier 5. We've got a decent enough group here to put up a good fight against the other factions, so we can join as a vassal with the Azerai and start working on that. Ideally, we'd prefer to wait until one of their towns have been taken so we can get it on the way back, but I'm not going to spend ages wishing for something to happen
Aye.
when I can just forgo it and move on. So, do a quick gear check, make sure everyone's got the best gear they can have. 9? I think they're better than what he's got. Nope, same. Same. There you go. 14. That's better than what you've got. I am a massive believer in equipping my guys as and when I find gear for them. You can have them ones. You've already got tier 5. Tier 5? Sorry. You've already got 5 defense on your feet. You have no short at all. And I do not have one to give you. Shields. You have that one. You're going to be leading our infantry, so ideally I'd want you to have a two-handed weapon as well, but that shall suffice for now. Better piece of headgear. Do we spend a bit of money gearing it? I don't really have money to spend to gear him up, to be honest. We're not exactly flush with cash. Salt. Wool. Clay. I could sell those. Sell all of that. Sell all of that. That's better than what you've got. It's short though. I suppose you're going to be in closer range. It doesn't really matter. Get rid of all that. All right, we've got 8 grand. We can splash a bit of cash. Or do we? I guess this guy is going to be... Yeah, I'm taking your helmet, shoulders, because this guy's going to be toe-to-toe fighting. You're going to be with the archers. So I'm about to take your horse off you. So... we need another pack of arrows. Apologies, I am thinking out loud right now. What's your bow skill at? 125. Yeah, so he's going to be leading the archers. So he doesn't need a horse. He doesn't need any heavy armor. Whereas Matey Boy is going to be in the thick of it. So if you can afford a better chest piece, that'd be good. Willing to spend up to like £1,000. Suppose we're not getting much more than what we've already got. £2,000 puts him in a decent spot. Or do we just let him ride? But then we risk him dying on the field of battle. Which wouldn't be good. Tell you what, give you a better shield. And we'll leave it at that for now. Then we'll head back to the Aserai lands. Oh, this might have all gone in perfect unison because it looks like somebody's about to take Quaz. Quaz? And if they do, we can join as a vassal, take it back, and then take it for ourselves. That'd be a good little town to have as well, because it's constantly under siege by the Valandians and the Western Empire. So it's also a great source of income. We've also got a tournament going on over here. Am I carrying prisoners still? I am carrying prisoners still. Movement speed is questionable. Oops, wrong button. Heavy Warlord Pauldrons. Okay, so they're some of the best shoulder armor in the game. So if we can get out with these, that'd be good. It's 2 down. I don't think anybody's got a shield. Oh, nobody has a shield. Oh, shoot. It's alright, she wasn't coming for me. He is, though. Damn it! I even saw him coming, there was just nothing I could do about it. Oh, that's fine. Yeah. That went really well. Alright. I know when I'm not wanted. Yeah, so the Valandians have taken that now. So tomorrow's video will be very much focused on joining the Azerai, joining an army, and either partaking in or personally sieging this town back.
Yours is not a...
Okay, I want 8 out of 10 on that now. Yeah, sieging this town back and taking it for myself. And that'll be good because he constantly sieges it. The Western Empire constantly sieges it, which is what you want. Because when you do a castle defense, you can kill a lot of high-powered troops in a short period of time, which is going to make you a lot of money. And if they're constantly coming through again, the only thing really is trying to keep the garrison topped up and make sure that you've got a big enough army to defend it constantly. But yeah, so we'll head into Quaz, and that's where we'll leave it for today. So yeah, if you enjoyed the journey so far, then please stick with me, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and I will see you in the next one.